Hey, y'all know what it is, man. It's Big J, you know what I mean? Y'all watching too much TV. This is just what it is, what it does. You know what I mean? Holla.
The coldest in the game. Too much. The coldest in the game. Too much. The coldest in the game. Too much. The coldest in the game. I'd rather sit shotgun and see dog 6'4" with Kiko T-sticks, Lil rockin' out, so rolling up some cool trees, sipping on a 40.
Yeah, man. Everybody know me. You know what I'm saying? Big J, aka Capwizzle, aka Jay Capwizzle. You know what I mean? Whatever y'all want to call me. Still, you know what I mean? Too much CEO. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep that stuff. Gotta keep yourself balanced. I mean, that's what too much is about, having that balance. I mean, it's one of the main things I like about working with the homie Nut. So, and when it comes to this too much stuff, man, it's good knowing that I'm working with family versus me working with just a homie. You know, a lot of cats, man, they don't understand the difference in between business and family. At the same time, I understand the difference in between business and family. But still going along the same lines of business and family, I make sure everybody understands that's just who I am, and that's how I get down. So, you know, many folks or a couple people don't respect it, then that's on y'all. Shouts out to the homeboy Trig. Shouts out to the homie Spook. Shouts out to Cam. Shouts out to Dub. Shouts out to everybody that recorded on the label. You know what I mean? I got hella respect for y'all. And another thing I really got a lot of respect for is cats like Cam and Dub. I mean, they pretty much they stayed with us, man, the whole time. You know what I mean? And like I always told everybody, even if I did have the money to sign, like, you know, artists, shoot y'all millions of dollars, whatever, I probably wouldn't, just because I want to see y'all expand. I want to see y'all go anywhere y'all think y'all need to go without having some kind of contract held over your head. Whatever you want to do is what you're going to do. So I ain't got nothing but love for you. The biggest you can get, the biggest I want to see you. I ain't trying to hold nobody back. So yeah, deuces up to all y'all, man.
Yes, I'm smooth as Jay.
Yes, I'm smooth as Jay. Yeah.
Y'all
Fools
know me.
Yeah.
I am that G.
Jizzle.
But freaks, they call me Simi.
They call me Simi G.
You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck how people be feeling about what we do. Because what we do is what we do. We didn't never ask nobody for nothing to like get our studios with an S. We didn't ask nobody for no favors, no handouts. We did all our educating ourselves on our own. I mean, everything with us was like what we call this, you had to try it and see if you'll fail versus not trying at all and never accomplish anything. You know, so I figured, you know what, for me it was better that we tried. We've always accomplished something. We got more albums as too much underneath our belt than anybody else, you know, up out the city. But at the same time, I ain't trying to put nobody down, because everybody's doing what they doing. And I actually congratulate everybody that's doing what they doing. And that's how too much get down. We want everybody to be individuals. As long as you pumping that San Pedro stuff, I'm cool with that, man. You know what I mean? I got hella respect for you.
Yeah, I'm on it. Watch this, how I get this money so come smooth. Yeah, I'm on it. Watch this, how I get this brick and turn it into two. Yeah, I'm on it. Watch how I hop on stage, turn up and I'm murking. Yeah.
Well, niggas need to. Yeah. Niggas need to fuck with one another. I mean, because to be honest with you, when it came down to like making music in Pedro, if it wouldn't have been for the homie KG, I mean, he was the first one really doing it, hitting clubs and shit like that. I mean, that's my nigga. He a baby mobster, you know what I mean? But at the same time, he was a DC youngster, you know? So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, man, I ain't the first one to do it. I'm damn sure not the first one to do it. A-Ski did it before me. Mo Ski, he was the biggest nigga back then to do it. You know what I mean? That was like a long time. They even had Full Scope doing it. You know, so as far as I'm concerned, man, I mean, just keeping it 100. And to all that don't know, maybe y'all should do y'all research, because I ain't gonna sit over here and say we was the first ones doing it. We wasn't the first ones doing it. You know what I mean? Just on some real talk. I mean, I actually knocked out a freestyle on one of Full Scope songs a long time ago. We recorded it at Venice Beach, but it never got heard. But I wasn't one of them dudes to be like, hey, how come my song didn't get played, or how come you never played it, or how come we ain't never performed? That wasn't even up to me. And at the time, you know what? I was hustling. You know what I mean? I actually had something to do besides sit around all day and hopefully somebody would just lift me up. I lift myself up, man. I mean, sometimes that's what it takes, is entrepreneurs and cats that really want to do something for themselves. If you want to do something for yourself, you shouldn't wait for somebody else to do it for you. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, we got homeboys that we mess with, and we got people who ain't our homeboys. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people out there that just don't understand that we messing with everybody. We not trying to like confine ourselves to just messing with the hood, you know. And I see cats doing that now. But you know what? Out of all the compilations we put out, I was hoping that would have been a beacon of light for everybody to see, because all the different types of people we was messing with, not just people from other hoods and gangsters and stuff like that. I mean, we had some talent up underneath us, you know.
Last year was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
But this shit right here, we gon' get chips in more ways than we ever did in any year.
Top 5 rappers. Shit, that's gonna be hard, man. Cause I listen to a whole lot of shit. I mean, when you talk about the top 5 rappers, I mean, nowadays you don't know exactly who's writing whose shit, so you might as well say the top 5 performers. You know what I mean? The ones with the best stage presence. Let me see. Who's good out there, man? I mean, it's like really up there. I mean, there's a lot of unknown artists that's just as hard as these dudes that's in the mainstream right now. And I actually listen to a lot of their music. Hell, I just bought a CD the other day, and the boy was hard, but every beat that he was on it was somebody else's beat. I mean, I think, you know, being a good artist, an all-around artist, you gotta pick your stuff. You gotta pick your music, not just to go with your lyrics, but to go with where you're going. If you're picking something that's already in the past, how are you gonna go forward from something that's already in the past? You gotta get original music. Or look at it like this. Now, you can be as talented as you want to be, and you can have a lot of drive, but how you really feel about your music is going to show through your originality. I mean, anybody could follow the footsteps of somebody else. That's done. That's done so many times over and over and over again. When you talk about drug dealers on tracks, murderers on tracks, this, that, and the other, you got to go way back before Scarface. You got to go back, because they've been doing that. Everybody been talking about hustling. Everybody been talking about how they grind and how they do all this stuff, man. How they trap. Trapping ain't nothing new. I mean, we've been trapping ever since the Big Tree on 2nd Street, even before that. I mean, you gotta really be original. I mean, really be original. There's no true originality out there. I mean, when you get a track that nobody flipped on, and then you murder that track, if you can just come like Problem is I like Problem, because Problem, that nigga takes just a drum pattern and he'll go hard on that shit. You know what I mean? You got a lot of artists out there that's like that, man. They'll try to make their own beat. They'll put forth the effort to make something from nothing. What's up? Y'all know what it is. It's your homie hanging out with the kids, man. Right there. Trying to be a good father. You know what I mean? Still stay relevant though, you know? Deuces.